Hello YouTube, RiskzzHD here again today with another Black Ops 4 video. Today we'll be covering the best class setup for the S6 Stingray, and I'll also give a little review of the gun at the end. I hope you all did enjoy the intro clips. I thought they were quite nice, and the gameplay you're watching in the background is a 43-2 game on payload using the Stingray. This gameplay is slightly slower paced than most of my other gameplays, as almost the entire enemy team leave near the start, which is quite frustrating, but I did get a nice quad feed this game, which I actually used as the last intro clip, so I thought this would be a nice gameplay for you all to watch in the background. Also, I'll quickly just say that I got the Stingray from a reserve case, as shown at the start of the video. I'll never spend any money on microtransactions in COD, as I believe it is an absolute rip-off, especially in a game where we're already paying £60. Anyway, with all that being said, let's jump right into the class setup. So here is the class that I like to use most on the S6 Stingray, and I'll walk you through why I chose each attachment of the class now, as certain attachments are optional, and for those that are, I'll recommend other replacements. So obviously we first select the S6 Stingray, and then the most important attachment in my opinion is the operator mod, which makes the gun so much stronger. Without the operator mod, the gun is wildly inconsistent and can go from being an absolute melt machine to what I like to call the S6 Stingray in a matter of seconds. The operator mod I think makes it a 2-hit kill, or from what I've used of it, which is really strong and gives you a really powerful one burst potential, which is always nice on guns. Obviously, when you first get the gun, you don't have the operator mod as you haven't leveled it up, so you can't use it, but once you've unlocked the operator mod, you should definitely use it, as it is the best attachment on the gun. The next attachment I highly recommend is long barrel, and at this point it's worth me saying that if you didn't know, this gun is a projectile weapon even without the operator mod. This is what makes the gun feel inconsistent at times, as if you're not used to it, you'll absolutely melt people who are running towards you, as you don't need to take into account the projectile travel time. But when trying to kill someone who's running side onto you, it's hard to shoot in front of them so that the projectiles land, because the projectiles have quite an odd projectile speed and it's quite hard to master. Also, up close, when someone slides in on you from around a corner, it's often hard to aim ahead of them despite them being closer, because they're moving so fast. And this is where long barrel is so useful, as it increases the projectile speed, which is so handy with this gun and is definitely a must. I'll also just give a quick tip with this gun. You want to play lines of sight so that enemies can only attack you from directly in front, as you don't need to take into account the projectile travel time in these scenarios, and it makes landing shots so much easier. As soon as I realized that this is how I needed to play, I started doing so much better with this gun, and locking down corridors and doorways are just two examples of scenarios like this that make the gun so much easier. For example, on Hacienda, just sitting at the end of one of the two corridors makes this gun so powerful. As soon as they round the corner, you can just absolutely blast them. But yeah, I hope that tip helps, as it helped me so much. The next two attachments I have seen people swap in and out, and I'll let you know what I like to use and what works for me personally, but my playstyle might be slightly different to yours, so I'll let you know the other attachments I've seen other players using, as what works for me may not work for you, and the other attachments may suit your playstyle more. So I definitely recommend using hybrid mags, as without it, the gun only has a magazine capacity of 26, which isn't bad, but it's hardly anything special. Also, while the reload is not terrible, it's much faster with hybrid mags, which is why I run that, and it helps so much with hitting feeds. Quick draw is an attachment that I personally really enjoy running. However, stock, laser sight, and rapid fire are also totally viable choices. The laser sight makes the gun so OP up close, as you can literally just hit fire and kill people so easily. And the stock is an attachment that I don't think is necessary, but I know a lot of people love to run. It really depends on what you feel most comfortable with, so these attachments are free to just swap in and out, and I definitely recommend you test them out to see what you're most comfortable with. So this next section has absolutely nothing to do with the class setup, but I thought I'd just show you the camo that I've made for this gun with the lightning on it. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty sick. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, anyway, back to discussing the class. Alternatively, you could run two attachments and the operator mod, and use the other two class points on more perks, as currently I only have scavenger equipped. If you like running crash, which I often do, you can take off scavenger and equip another perk like gung ho or dead silence. They're the two I'd recommend. I think they're great perks. But yeah, anyway, I'll also just say that I also use stim shot because I love running. I love rushing around, and I always use stim shot. But if you feel more comfortable with something else like acoustic sensor or comsec device to get streaks more easily, then use that. It really just depends what you feel comfortable with. Now I'll quickly just give my opinions on this gun, and in short, when it has the operator mod equipped, in most situations it is absolutely OP. It kills so quickly and is pretty cheesy, to be honest. I feel as though Treyarch are intentionally making the DLC guns more powerful than the other guns to force sales of supply drops. The Peacekeeper used to be even stronger than it is now, and it's still strong now, and the crossbow is also really strong, and as much as I hate to say it, from the experience I've had with the Argus, it just feels like a power corrupt Mog. And yeah, I won't ever spend any money in supply drops, and Black Ops 4 has one of the worst supply drop and DLC weapon implementations out of any COD game. I really like the old system where you could earn guns through the tiers if you just grind enough, but now it's just gone too far. But yeah, that's all I'll say about the matter. Anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this video. I knew I wouldn't be able to commentate throughout the entire gameplay as this is quite a long one, so I'll just let the rest play out in the background if you want to watch it. I'll quickly just say thank you so much for the support recently. It's been absolutely crazy. All the comments, likes, new and old subscribers really mean so much to me. Anyway, like if you did enjoy the video, and comment down below on ways I could improve my videos, as I want to make the best videos I can for all of you, and comment down below what you'd like to see next from me. Also, if you are new, do hit subscribe as we are closing in on 100 subscribers, and as always, I hope you legends have a fantastic week.